Hey guys, we're back in the factory. We got the 200 here with the custom boat loader on top. That makes life so much easier. Literally so easy to offload and unload the dinghy. Here we've got a 3.8 meter BlueFin Varmint, I believe you pronounce it. Just got it wrapped by Spot On Print and it looks amazing. Sorry for the camera flashing, it's just the lighting in here. But yeah, got it wrapped all the way around the back. I purchased this dinghy from Dinghy World from Vince. Went and picked it up the other day. Decided to go for the wide body Tinny just because the last one we had, it was very rocky. And yeah, obviously we're doing Australia, so I thought I'd go for the wide body. It's just a lot more suitable for like spearfishing. If you're trying to get in, like you're sort of not piled up over each other, it's a lot more sturdy to get in. We also got this from Dinghy World, 2 bench cushions, and this one's actually got pockets on the front, which is real handy. This dinghy we're gonna just fit out with 2 rod holders on the back, just for trawling and whatnot. Obviously told you rod as well, and 2 on the front, just a few extra bits and pieces. And yeah, I got to fit these 2 fish measurers still. What else is there? That's pretty much it. Big shout out to Dinghy World and big shout out to BlueFin. You guys have been a massive help for this, so yeah, keen to get it in the water and test it out. Oh, one other thing, what we've also got, my van won't be able to fit this. Obviously not much room on the front of it, but Dad's van has quite a bit of space on the front box, so that's where this will be going. And obviously yeah, pretty lucky that he's retired when he has and he's coming along, because if he wasn't, I wouldn't be able to bring the dinghy along. So yeah, big shout out to Dad. So yeah, obviously the dinghy's on his car, because mine, yeah, the canopy's too small to obviously mount the boat loader onto, and I've got solar, so I can't really mount it forwards. Yeah, it just wouldn't work out. Anyways, so got this outboard slide from Almac, so that'll make it a ton easier. He's got a big box on the front of the van, so we're gonna bolt that down. He picks up his van tomorrow, so pretty excited for that and keen. What we also got from Dinghy World is got this with the outboard, and we got a brand new 20 horsepower Mercury 4-stroke. So got that, also got a cover just to protect it from the sun, and I also got for it a full engine cover. So obviously where it's on the front of Dad's van, it's not going to get like, well, the cover's going to get covered in dust, not the actual engine itself. So yeah, obviously just to protect it a bit more. We've still, the rest of this stuff is Mum and Dad's, that's to all go in their van when they pick it up tomorrow. So yeah, so all this stuff we still got to go get a bag, so make it a ton easier when you're actually like, because the dinghy is going on top upside down obviously, so you can't just chuck all your stuff in there and leave it. So I'm gonna put it all in a big waterproof bag, and yeah, that's where it's gonna stay. So that'll make it a ton easier. You just take it in and out as you please. Got all the life jackets here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. The van, my van, is coming along pretty good. I put all the stickers over it from Spot On Print as well. I'm not going to show you guys just yet, because I'm still sorting out a few bits and pieces. It still has to have the Dometic dust reduction system fitted to it, just to prevent a bit more like dust getting in the van. But for now, what I'm going to do is put these stickers on, and we also have to rivet these rivets in, so then we can chuck the seats on, because that's where they're going to stay. because obviously when it goes up, don't need to take them off, they just stay there. And then on Dad's car, what we also got to do, tomorrow gonna go Bunnings and we're gonna go get a strap that gets bolted into here, ratchet strap, and then the other strap just gets chucked over, and then that way you just, yeah, it's always there and you ratchet it. Like the dinghy, once it's on, it's actually held on like pretty hard, like these ropes are rated pretty good, so like it's not really going to go anywhere. But obviously when you're doing highway trips and a road train flies past you, I'm sure you guys have been there, done that, and yeah, the wind that comes off of it, you just obviously don't want the front of the dinghy to lift up, so that's why our strap gets chucked over the like top and the front of it. So we'll do that tomorrow. The back of his is already all sorted. My car, it's got the fuel pump done, 11mm, and it was tuned by UFI. I pulled off 187 horsepower. I didn't want them like to tune it like for power, because that's not really what I'm after at the moment. Obviously it got a bit more power, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. So like it's a bit easier to tow the van with now, and obviously when you're off-road it has a bit more power, which is good. But yeah, obviously the more fuel you put in, like obviously the engine can run a bit hotter, and that's not really what I want, because I'm going to be going around Australia, so there's going to be some pretty hot places we're going to rock up at. But yeah, the car's all sorted. The only thing that I need to get sorted, which will be on Monday and Friday, is a wheel alignment. And pretty much these bushes in here and there, the lower control arms and the upper control arms, they're absolutely just like gone. So if I put my foot in the clutch and let go of the clutch as if the car was going to go, the whole diff literally pivots like up and down, like it's pretty bad. So I've had the diff looked at today, and that's come back all fine, no backlash in the diff whatsoever. So I'm pretty happy with that, and I'm pretty happy that it's only the bushes I need to spend on, not a whole new diff. So that's all done. Need to put a vent in my canopy door on the side of the fridge, because obviously the canopy gets pretty hot. Still got the fridge to go in, and on the back of the should I show you guys? I won't show you guys yet. But on the back of the van we got toolboxes. Dad's got one, I've got one. No, he doesn't have one here. He has one on the front, but the engine goes on top of that. So yeah, it's pretty much just the rear ones we got made up, and that's where all like the longer stuff is gonna live. So say like your chairs, your poles, stand-up paddleboard, all my like extra oil and tools, the jack for the caravan, and all the bracing kits and not bracing kits, wind-up awning kits, and obviously spare belts and other bits and pieces of tools. So that's where all that's gonna stay. I also need to fit a obviously filtered water. I have the food grade hose that goes into the van when you're filling up, and it has a filter which you plug in, and then that filters the water. But then obviously drinking water, I'm gonna have it re-filtered. So the inside sink I'm gonna put a filter in I bought today, and yeah, the inside sink's pretty much, you could probably drink out the outside sink because it's re-filtered, but just to be safe I'm gonna have the indoor sink as like obviously drinking water. So yeah, I got to fit that tonight. So much to do, my head's just going insane. It's crazy. We haven't stopped, like there's just that much to get ready. Yeah, it's just crazy, like the amount of times we're running here, running there, and then obviously had to sort my car out before we leave, because I don't want a blown up fuel pump in the middle of the Nullarbor or something. That would suck. And then when the car's hooked up, I may get that, I think they're called stone stumpers. They got the mesh that goes under, and it obviously just stops stones flicking up and like minimizes the dust. Mine's not too much of a worry, but I still don't really want the whole front of my van caked in dust. Dad's is a bit more of a worry, obviously, like with wagons, you can shatter the back window. But yeah, with the stone stumpers when we end up getting them, so yeah, that should stop that, or at least like minimize the chances of it. That's the water filter there. Pretty much fits like all like sinks, cold water sinks and stuff. So that's pretty cool. That's a little remote that comes with the boat loader. It's pretty cool. You can literally have a beer while loading the boat on or offloading it. It's that easy, which is good. Also a big shout out to WANGARA Auto Electrics. What they've done is just an amazing job. I want to give you guys a little walkthrough and show you guys around. So first of all, in the 200, got the heads up display. They've wired that in so it looks like factory. Same as the dash cam, that's all wired up real neat up there. And I'll show you guys under the hood. There we go. Alright guys, so under the hood, they've done a real neat job. Highly recommend them. They've done bits and pieces on my car for the van to connect up. Obviously Dad's needed a bit more because he didn't have a 12 volt setup and whatnot. So yeah, we've used all good gear on here. So we've used Red Arc, pretty much the battery charger behind there. They've cut a real neat little eyelet out here where you can see what's going on. I think it's this side. We've got an Anderson plug, which you plug your fold up solar blanket in. Got the spare battery that they've put in and all this real neat wiring, and they've like felt wrapped it pretty much. Real neat job. Really impressed with this stuff. The battery obviously all sprayed. I think this is to protect it or from corrosion or whatnot, not too sure. Can't remember what he said, but yeah, that's sort of what that does. And yeah, obviously all this side is felt wrapped. I think this is all the fuses, so if anything goes wrong, sort of this is where it will be. Don't think anything will go wrong though, because it's a mint job. We remounted the lights here purely because the boat loader on top there, they rewired for the light bar, so that's all nice and neat up there. And obviously they've done wiring for his van. It's a bit squishy here, but I don't know if you can see that. 12 pin plug, and they've got these nice flip covers just to protect them all. Mine's got the same. There's the Anderson, and then there's a red Anderson, and that's because his van has the stability control. So obviously if the van's swaying, it senses it and stops the van from swaying. And then over here, what he's done is put another Anderson plug, and that's purely for the boat loader. And once I've finished fitting this stuff to the dinghy, I'll run through what he's done inside the back, which is a real nice job as well. So that's 12 volt system. And then what he's done in the back is pretty much real nice cable behind where the fridge is. So that's all nicely hidden. He's got one of those cable tracks as well, which he put in, so the wire doesn't get caught when you're sliding in and out the fridge. And also what he's done is obviously, so if you're going to be away from the van and that's pretty much your workbench back here or your cooking space. So when this back door lifts up, we've got an LED strip running underneath the door, and that goes from a white light to like a warm white, and then also goes to your orange bug lights. So that's all nice and neatly done, and it's on a dimmer switch as well, which is pretty cool. Also, he's put a cigarette lighter and USB points, and they're the I think the ones with the more amps running through them, or watts. So they, like the ones that iPhones and stuff use. So obviously your iPhone's going to charge up a lot quicker. What else? Oh, and also he's got a little gauge so you can see what the main battery is running at and the voltage of the secondary battery, which is very well needed. So yeah, you pretty much keep tabs on pretty much everything that you need to keep tabs on. But yeah, like it's just real neat, like real neat job. I don't think I've seen a neater job than what these guys have done. It's just awesome. And a big shout out to them as well, because what happened was the boat loader, yeah, everything's just sort of crammed up because we're just getting like everything ready for, obviously, because it's such a big trip. You don't want to forget everything, and everything's booked in. And then what's happened was the boat loader, custom boat loader's called, and they said, oh, we could fit you in the next day. So yeah, that was all booked in. And then yeah, pretty much the car looked like it wasn't going to be ready, but they worked overtime. And yeah, I think we rocked up there, I think it was about 6 or 6:30 at night, and they pretty much smashed out the job, done a real nice job, as I was saying. And yeah, got it finished just in time for us to go get the boat loader fitted, because if we missed that, we'll probably be waiting another week like to sort of head off, so that would sort of suck. But anyways, we got all that done, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna start fitting these, and then once we load the boat back on, I'll record that and show you guys how that works, and then I'll show you guys the back setup with the bug light and whatnot, which is pretty cool. So I'll do that now. Oh man, what a good looking dinghy. Check that out. And those are those extra pockets I was talking about, so you can chuck your phone or whatever in there. Sorry about the squeakiness, I've got my slides on, nice and comfy to work in. Anyways, so yeah, that's all done. Now I'm just going to pot rivet these in, clip those on, and then yeah, the boat's pretty much all set. I think we just need to get a few more little stickers and bits and pieces for the inside, but that's pretty much the boat done and dusted. Oh, actually no, it's not, I lie. Tomorrow we got to get those rod holders, drill those in, and then it's done and dusted after that. And then also another 2 spare bungs just in case. Hopefully we've got the original one, never lose it. But yeah, 2 spare bungs just in case. Alright guys, it's the next day. What I've done, because obviously the van has a little filter that filters the water with the food grade hose that goes into the van. So I've already got that, but just for drinking water inside, I want it refiltered. The outside one doesn't matter because I won't be drinking from that. So what I've done, I don't know if you guys can see. 1 second. There we go. Right up there, added in an inline water filter. Was real easy to fit, and I think they last for about 12 months before you have to change them. So that's all done and dusted. Still got to show you the van because I haven't showed you that yet, but that will be a little longer because I just need to finish off a few more things on it. So also here, this is a gas bottle. It used to be on the side, these locks. they were sort of in the way of the jerry cans, so decided to move them up top, and then these I'll just have to silicone black, so obviously no water or anything gets in. So that's exactly how it was, the latch, and it was just a pain with the jerry can here, so yeah, go move them up top, because at a later stage I'll probably end up getting boxes made up for here. Just ran out of time to do that because everyone's busy before Christmas. Yeah, so for now I'm just going to finish drilling that and pot riveting that, silicone those up, let it dry, and then by that time Dad should be back, and then we are going to go back down to go pick up the van. And then yeah, fingers crossed for the third time, hopefully everything is as it should be. So yeah, let's go. Hey guys, we're back. So what we've been doing is pretty much we picked up Mum and Dad's van, the Tinny, we fitted the rod holders, we done the seats last time, so rod holders, that's pretty much all sorted. That's Mum and Dad's van, titanium. I'll give you a bit of a walkthrough on that once I've done. We fitted the Max slide with the 20 horsepower Merc on the back, front. And this is just the cover, because obviously it's going to be out in the weather, just to protect it more. I'll give you a peek of my van on the outside. That's it there. Pretty much move those clips to the top because they were in the way. I put some advertising on it. Got the Dometic dust reduction system fitted today. Got a Wi-Fi camera put on both sides. I won't show you inside yet, but yeah, that's pretty much the back. I pushed this back bar out and fitted this box, spear gun and a few other bits and pieces going there. And now just got the filter going and pretty much just filling up both vans full of water because they were right on empty. We'll just test in the equipment out on Mum and Dad's, because there's a washing machine and a few other bits and pieces, so that all works sweet. So first tank's on half at the moment, the other one's still on empty. I got a little few bits and pieces to put into my canopy. I still need to put my fridge in my canopy, but I need to still add a vent in my canopy door, which I'll do not tonight, tomorrow, because grinding is very loud, so we'll do that. But yeah, tonight's pretty much just sorting the vans out. The Tinny's practically sorted, so that's all ready to go. My van is technically sorted, just a few more bits and pieces to go here and there. Just gonna make sure this water doesn't overflow, or else that will be a disaster. It's nearly full. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Got to fit a box to the front of Dad's caravan for the gas to go in, just to protect it a bit more out the weather. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Today is Saturday, and Tuesday we are leaving to go to Kalbarri, and then the journey sort of starts up there, and then we'll be heading back for Christmas, obviously, to see family, because we'll be gone for quite a while. Yeah, so we'll be going to Kalbarri on Tuesday, so we only got pretty much tonight, Saturday night, tomorrow to pack, and Monday, and also we got to, because the dogs are in a boarding kennel at the moment, so they got to go for a trim, and also shampoo, conditioner, bit of a dog wash, and then they'll be coming with us, so got a bit to sort, but yeah, nearly there. So yeah, that's it. Alright guys, it's the last night, well, morning. It's 12:48 a.m. and it's Wednesday, and this is the last night that we're pretty much packing to go, and we'll be leaving Kalbarri tomorrow morning. We're just loading the boat on now. What we've done is we've obviously fitted those. We've got the crab nets and they're strapped, so they will stay there. They won't move at all. And then in here we've got our rods, and we've done like this little like these little clips, holds the rods in, and just the nets, just real light stuff. So yeah, it's always ready to go and we know where it is. So yeah, we're just gonna load this up and the vans are practically all loaded up apart from a few bits and pieces here to go in the car and the vans. And then pretty much we're going to back the cars up, get them hooked up, and then ready to shoot off in the morning. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning, and that's when the real adventure starts.